What's up guys, JR Raymond back again. I feel like I gotta talk quiet because there's nobody here and it's so dark and just quiet. But they let me use the bowling center. They put the patterns out for me here in Marshall Lanes where we put all 4 patterns out. We got the Viper, the Chameleon, the Bear, and the Shark. But today we're actually gonna look at the Chameleon pattern, 39 feet, and see what that knockout does for us on that pattern. You saw it on the 36 feet, you saw it on the 48 feet. We're gonna split the difference and come over on 39 feet and see what it does over here. So it's that same layout, same ball. It's gonna be that 55 by 4 by 65. Again, that pin goes right in that ring finger, just a little bit lower than the ring finger. But we're gonna see it out here on 39 feet here in a minute. Stay tuned. All right, 39-foot Chameleon. Again, ball hasn't gone down the lane, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, we'll throw one straight or 2 straight and see what we can come up with as we go left. That looked pretty good. I mean, you saw it on the 48-foot pattern. That one actually skidded and missed the head pin to the right. So a little bit shorter pattern, about 9 feet shorter, gives you quite a bit more hook, a little bit more time for the ball to get back to the pocket. So what I think will happen here is I'm gonna go 3 and 1. Just I want this ball to hang. I want to see it hang to the right and not hook. But it didn't. Wow, it still hooked off that spot. So again, already this ball's giving me that feeling like I need to try and use this thing as much as possible because it's giving me good ball reaction. It's giving me room for error on just about all the patterns so far. I did the same thing on 6. I tried to throw it right to make it hang and it didn't hang. 5 was a little different on the 48-foot pattern was a little different. You could make it hang because it's so much longer. But that's just, you know, shot making will come into play there. All right, so now let's try to get to that 9, 10, 11 range. Try to get it going somewhat right because it's not 48 feet, so it's gonna hook. Ooh, that's way too far right. Ooh, that's where the hang is. That's what we were looking for. So if the pattern plays anything like this, you're gonna wanna start straighter and then just go left. You know, start straighter at that 5, 6, 7 range, and as it breaks down, you can go left and use the bump to the right. Try that again. This time not throw it as far right. It's better. It's better. That one stayed in that spot pretty good. I mean, I mean, I got one more pattern to show you on the Bear pattern, but I think you've pretty much seen what you need to see on these first 3 patterns. You've seen the long pattern, a short pattern, now something in between. It really gives you the motion you're looking for on all 3 patterns so far. So now I'll move 5 left. Try to get to that 13 range. 12, 13, going a little bit to the right. Oh, see, that one kind of hook stopped on me. A little hook stop. But if I tighten my angle up from there and don't throw it as far right, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll float through there just fine. But the fact that it even made it back to the pocket from that area is pretty amazing in itself. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay in the same spot. I'm gonna move my eyes 1 left. Should change my angle by about 2 boards. Oop, missed right. Oops, 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 oops. Dang it, dang it. Don't do that. Let's try again. Regroup. Yes, and the bonus here is the reset buttons work here, so that's good. All right, try that again. If this one's bad, then it's just not the right part of the line. Yeah, definitely not the right part of the lane. So you got hang to the right, hook to the left. You don't want to play that part of the lane on this for sure. So you saw what you wanted to see as far as how you should play them to start. Should definitely be straighter. Gave you that little bit of room for error. But it takes it away when you start moving left. So this is kind of what happens on the tougher patterns is people start moving left too fast and their room for error goes away. And so they bowl bad. Because your ball reaction is not very good. You can't out bowl bad ball reaction. So I'm gonna go a bunch left here. Yeah, see, so they're just so much flatter in the middle. And it doesn't want to get to the right. Now, if I throw that to the right, it has no chance of hooking. So that is not what you want to do. But again, we're looking at ball reaction. You can see it's doing all the right things. It's rolling off of it and continuing to the left. The only time, there was that one shot where it hook stopped at 710. But again, it was in the bad part of the lane. It wasn't in the right part of the lane. So that's the only time I've seen this ball do the wrong thing was there. I'll go a few more left and go around it and see what happens. Yeah, it's just too flat in the middle part of the lane to get it to do the right thing. You can't, I have to force it to that spot. Then I have to make too many perfect shots in that area. And we don't want to make perfect shots. So let's go back to the right. And see what we got playing a little bit straighter. So from that area, it gives you a little bit of room for error. That was just a little bit right off my hand. And it still got there in 10 pin. But with that tighter angle, you've still got a chance for the ball to hook into the pocket. If I'm too far left, the ball's got no chance of hooking from the right. So I'm actually gonna move a little bit more right. And that's how I would play it. This ball's starting to lane shine a little bit on me, so it's getting quicker down lane. It's not as smooth, so I need to touch the surface. I kind of dull it up a little bit more, but we'll do that after we're done with all these videos. But you can see how good this ball is on all the patterns. The ball reaction here is just, it's phenomenal. See if I can throw one more in that spot. Oh, bad shot. Man, gotta get this straightened away before this weekend. These bad ones have got to go away. No more bad shots. All right, one more shot. One more. Good balance. Posture all the way through. Better. Just like that. There we go. All right. All right, there you go. So there's the knockout on 39-foot Chameleon. Obviously a little bit different than what you saw out of those last two patterns, the 48-foot and the 36 feet. Same type of volume. Again, most of these patterns are going to have a lot of the same volume. They're going to be higher volume patterns, so the ball's going to be, it's going to make it tricky to get the ball to read that middle part of the lane properly. So you could see on this pattern, it was definitely better, fresher, to stay further right and let the ball kind of just work itself back into the pocket and not try to force the angle from further in. Because from further in, that's where the flatness starts on the pattern. And we'll talk about some of that in other videos as well. But the flatness meaning there's not as much taper. So Christmas tree towards the point of the middle of the pin deck, there's not enough oil in there and hold to get the ball to kind of float to the right and then hook. That's just so flat it makes it hook early, and then it's either left off your hand or it's either overhooking or it's underhooking based on you know, whatever your angle is through the front part of the lane. So we obviously have to play the lanes right or correctly on these types of patterns. Otherwise, no matter how good the ball rolls, it's not going to do you any good. But you could see how good it was on this pattern playing further right, and not so good playing further in, where it was kind of the opposite on the longer pattern, the short pattern. The shorter pattern, it wanted to do okay, kind of further left a little bit, go and throwing it right, and then on the longer pattern, it was, you know, going a little bit straighter up the middle of the lane with the tighter angles. Looked pretty good. So all around, this ball's looked pretty good on all three patterns. So we've got one more pattern to use it on the bear pattern, the super flat pattern. This one will be the real challenge to see if we can create ball reaction over there. But that's all I got for you. Knockout links in the description. Get it over at BowlerX.com. Until next time, I'm out of here. See you guys later.